is a high-level quantum healing chamber. By listening to this, you're entering a sacred space and receiving a healing in the still point of the timeless now and quantum field, meaning that this healing is always accessible to you regardless of when you listen to it. Because of the tendency to fall into an altered state, please do not listen to this while driving. Please only do this while safely situated. Please know that as I'm working with you, there may be times when I need to lift up the collective frequency, and I will get very quiet in order to do this. Talking or making sound when this is necessary sometimes lowers that frequency. So please know that I'm still here and working with you, even if I do get quiet and you hear radio silence. There may be times when I do make noises, such as yawning, humming, or coughing, or even singing, and this is actually just me moving the interference and distortions out of the container collective. Although I'm working on you as a group and in subgroups, please know that your individual energy is safely contained in your own individual chamber within this chamber, and is fully supported, shielded, and protected throughout. In joining this chamber, each and every one of you is kitted out with your own personal angelic support team to assist and facilitate your individual clearing and healing. If the energy ever feels too overwhelming, you may simply intend to dial down the aperture of your experience for a gentler release and healing process. Okay. All right, the healing chamber is prepared. Let us drop in, preparing for meditation. Just relaxing and listening to my voice. Breathing gently, relaxing and releasing all tension held in the bones, muscles, and nervous system. Surrendering any pain, tension held in the neck and shoulders. Letting all of that melt down. Directing all tension downward and dropping it into the earth. Deep inhale and exhale. Please notice the air on your skin. Does it feel cool or warm? Is there a slight current in the air? Noticing this sensation of the air on your skin as your awareness continues to drop into your physical body. Please notice your hands, lighting up your hands, the skin of your fingers, the skin on your palms, lighting up every little wrinkle, every swirl or loop imprinted in your hands and fingertips. Can you feel the air on them? Maybe they feel cool or warm, dry, or even a little damp. Notice even the delicate neurons in the skin of your hands, and even the symphony of electrical impulses being sent to your brain as you are noticing the miraculous sensations of your hands. Very good. Let's anchor all of the static buzz of electrons in the air around you and within you into the floor, into the ground beneath you. letting any errant thoughts or worries, any to-dos, calls that you need to make, things to do, texts, conversations, all things that are not of your purest presence and being, let all of these drift away to be recycled into the earth. Let us perform triangulation. Please notice 3 objects in the space around you. For instance, if you're in a living room, you may notice an armchair, a table lamp, and a coffee table. Please notice and feel the distance between you and object 1. Please notice and feel the distance between you and object 2. Please notice and feel the distance between you and object 3. This is helping you command more control of your own rendering in 3-dimensional reality. Commanding all of your energy across timelines and across this timeline to collect and pour into your being, into this single point that you are occupying in time-space. Fully collect. Fully clear. And fully be. Very good. So this is very important as your energy being in your physical body. This is really fundamental to your feeling grounded, feeling supported, and feeling unshakable strength. And this is actually exceptionally difficult, especially in this modern contemporary world that we live in. It seems that from the moment you wake up till you go to sleep, there is constantly interference coming in to try to pull you out of your body, pull your awareness out of your being. And so that is actually where it's so easy to feel pulled apart, to be pulled into the tumult of things. Okay, very good. So, taking a deep breath, expanding as much of your body to hold as much air in as possible, and hold here for a count of 5. Notice without judgment if you feel the need to rush, or if you can be languid in this. Releasing at the end of 5 and holding out for a count of 6. Taking a deep breath and breathing normally. Notice in the center of your body a brilliance growing. A radiant light deep inside of you. And as you do, please say aloud or simply to yourself in your mind, I am a sovereign being. I am a divine emanation of the one source, deepening in awareness and illumination of my being. And effortlessly, instantly, this light is bursting through your organs, your muscles, your bones, pouring out of your skin. And we'll just simply let this brilliance illuminate the space around you. Okay, I'm going to just be very quiet as I sort of bump up the frequency of everyone so that we can really go in deep here, okay? Very good. Okay. All right. Now that the frequency is high enough, we're going to go in. Now, the first thing that I'm seeing is that actually every single one of us in this healing container today has a lot of wounding and fear deep in the root chakra. And this, it seems to actually be it seems to translate into different ways. So there's different subgroups that are translating this trauma and this pain in the root chakra in different ways. So, but in every single case, every single one of you finds some way to not be in your body, to not feel the very being in your body. And this really gets in the way of your ability to command strength, command full sovereignty in your physical being. And this is really important because it's so fundamental to being able to command the outcomes in your own reality. So, of course, it's kind of like you want to fly a spaceship to get to where you want to go, but imagine trying to do that not inside the spaceship. You know, you're like half in, half out, or not even inside. Does that make sense? So, you know, like, how can you direct and fully command your reality when you actually don't even want to be inside? So the reason why I say this is because your physical body is like this really sophisticated, beautiful supercomputer. It's like a biospiritual supercomputer that actually commands and controls. It's from your actual physical body that you are actually able to command and control the rendering of your being and the outcomes in your life. So if you are being pulled apart and your attention span is being misdirected, you know, by the thousands of distractions that are, you know, happening all around you, then it is very difficult. Then there is a subgroup of you who don't want to be in your body for different reasons, and that is like a loathing of your physical body. And it's like a different subgroups where it's either because of disease, like you have health issues. Then there's, you know, a subgroup of you who just don't like the way that your body looks. And then there's there's another subgroup where you feel like your body is breaking down in a process that we humans in this modern day world, we call it aging, but it's just like another subgroup of dis-ease, the disease. And, you feel like your body has failed you. So being in your body is very uncomfortable, and it's actually something that is it's uncomfortable from the start, from the moment of birth. There's a lot of birth trauma. So as I'm unpacking this, I'm just seeing just exactly how deep all of this is going. So let's just start simple. We're going to just simply bring in a frequency of just love and acceptance. And I'm going to just try to peel off this layer of trauma. So please light up from the bottom of your tailbone, actually the entire area of where you're seated when you're sitting, that entire area, light that up until I think just before your belly button. Okay, so just lighting up that entire lower half of you, and I'm going to be just pulling out something, so this will just take, I'm just going to focus on this. Very good. Keep lighting that up for me, please. There's a lot of grief and loathing and despair. Over just the human condition. Keep lighting this up because this is pretty heavy stuff, okay? Stay with me here. There's like another layer that's just coming up here, though. Just keep lighting up that area. We're not done. Excellent. I'm going to be bringing in a new frequency. And I just need your participation. So just keep visualizing this lit up because we're still working here. But so many of you did not feel support here. And this is actually pretty common for different reasons, different subgroups. Literal lack of support from those parental guardian archetypes in your life. However you may have experienced it, it seems to be translating as just simply because you did not feel support, you feel like you're unworthy of support. And so because of that lack of support, there's like this like automatic programming within you that feels like you're at a deficit, okay? This is interesting because we actually have several different subgroups where the behavior that's arises from this distortion, it's almost like expressed in different ways. So there's a subgroup of you where because you feel a negative self-worth, you feel like you must overcompensate to others, like you already are operating at a deficit. So almost like in a bid to try to earn, I don't know, like invisible tokens, you are overextending yourself. You are overly pleasing others, like trying to take care of others in a way that where there's nothing wrong with taking care of others, obviously, but we don't want you to do so from the place of this fundamental belief that you are not worthy. So that is the problem, okay? And then there's another subgroup of you where because you feel this fundamental unworthiness, you overextend yourself in competitiveness, where you are trying to prove to the outside world from a place where there's nothing wrong with, because quite a few of you have actually become quite successful because of this in your respective spheres, but we don't need you to be operating. You can still be successful. You can still be, number one, but you don't need to be operating from this fundamental belief that you are unworthy. So that is not serving you, okay? And there's several other subgroups here, but I'm not going to go into translating how the expression works. Fundamentally, we do not need to be operating from this baseline programming, so we are going to go ahead. So lighting up your solar plexus as well as just really like the lower half of your body, your solar plexus, all the way down to your root chakra. Bringing in a frequency to teach the physical body and the light body the correct templating, the correct programming, as I clear the negative and past programming. So just one moment. Infinite, boundless support and grounding in your being. Just flooding. Liquid light. Recalibrating. All layers and levels of your being, with the fundamental core tenet that you have support, you deserve support. You deserve to be. You deserve to receive. This is, for many of you, I would say about 80% of you, this previous programming was actually creating poverty or contributing to a poverty programming that is running in you. So this is good that we're going to clear this. So keep lighting all of this up. Let's clear. Sticky, so keep lighting this up. I'm still working on you. There's still really sticky layers, so still working on you. This is some really deep stuff that we're clearing right now. Please light up your perineum. There's like a deeper layer here for all of you that we're getting to, and I just want to really clear that. So this is still like the poverty, the lack. This is like a lot of grief, and we're really going to surrender this. So just lighting up your perineum, which is really just at the base of your root chakra. This is like just, for those not familiar with human anatomy, this is in between the anus and the genitalia. laying that up. Pouring liquid light here. Very good. Okay. Beautiful. Clearing. I am infinitely worthy. I am infinitely supported. Okay. That was some really heavy root clearing. And now that we have actually done a considerable amount of clearing of the root chakra here, now we're going to actually drop in and anchor, okay? So visualizing an anchor from this point, anchor from the deep, from the center of your being where that brilliance began at the beginning of this meditation. I want you to drop the anchor from there, past through the perineum and deep into the core of the earth. And this anchor is a thick gold braided anchor line that's magnetically just magically and immediately drawn into the center of the Earth's star. And as soon as it actually drops into the core of this Earth star, you're actually going to feel like a magnetic tug, like a really snug tug feeling between you and the Earth. And this is your Earth connection, okay? This is a sacred relationship that many of us have forgotten. We forget because it's just so easy to forget. And so, as we're illuminating the anchor line, visualizing this golden anchor line lighting up, we're going to send love to the earth, deep appreciation to the earth. For everything that she does in supporting us. Many of you may think that that is cheesy, but there is nothing more fundamental. She is tirelessly and almost always thanklessly supporting us just simply with gravitation. She is grounding us automatically and trying to bring us in closer to her with that gravitational force. The earth is like the single greatest gravitational object that is always in your corner, always supporting you, always grounding in you, and I'm merely reminding you of this connection because this is powerful magic that we take for granted every single day. So let's just send just deep love and thank you simple act of gratitude is actually transforms this relationship. So it automatically up-levels this connection by saying thank you. The bond is strengthened and she's responding to you. Okay? The anchor line is actually getting wider and deeper. So if your anchor line was maybe only a foot wide or even less than that, we're going to visualize that anchor line widening to become massive, like 3 meters wide. For those Americans, that is 10 feet wide. Now I'm imagining this massive anchor line widening and really actually becoming this like unshakable. It's like a pillar underneath you. And it's following you wherever you're going. Whatever you're doing in your day-to-day life, it is always there beneath you. So you're receiving her love and support. Okay, now we are going to command with love and with thanks and with gratitude the electromagnetic frequency of the earth, visualizing a rich, deep, velvety, golden energy surging through this massive anchor line, this massive cable of woven gold, surging now through your body. The heartbeat, the pulse of the earth is actually very low, very slow. And you'll notice as this energy is surging through your body, from your feet, your ankles, your legs, your hips, through your organs, through your muscles and tissues, all the way to the top of your head and into your extremities, your hands, your fingertips. You are going to feel your nervous system, the pulse slowing down as you're surrendering into this velvety, deep, rich hug from the earth. Completely saturated, deeply supported. So this specific earth frequency has a magic of its own. It is the magic of life. It is the original creation magic, or it's the force that propels all life here on earth. The more we connect into this frequency and deepen into this frequency, and correspond and respond in this frequency. Our body which is of the earth naturally can heal. There's a lot of discordant energies and a lot of toxicity of different layers and levels coming in from our environment, from our relationships, from just popular culture. There's so much toxicity on many different levels that impairs our ability to connect into this frequency. And yet this frequency is probably the simplest and most fundamental medicine for us to remember the original template of health for our bodies. So actually connecting into this is healing actually all subgroups, but I was thinking specifically that subgroup of people who do not want to ground or are resistant in physically being in their bodies because of the disease, the sorrow, and a lot of grief of being in your bodies because of really trauma through different accidents, through childbirth, through long-term mysterious autoimmune conditions and cancer. So I'm going to just simply bring in a healing frequency to let all of these be washed. To tare tare soha. Om to tare tare soha. Om to tare tare soha. Going to do a similar healing for all of those who do not want to be in their bodies because of you don't like the look of your body, you don't like being in your body because of how it looks for different reasons. So this is like either weight or aging or just even like, I mean, it is quite arbitrary because it's like you don't like the way that it looks compared to other bodies, and this is not serving you. If you're feeling really, really triggered here, just please surrender into this because we're not going to take away any of your ability to command control over your body. We just want to help you realize that your body is actually working with you, and you're not at odds with your body. And as soon as we shift into working with the divine intelligence of this biospiritual supercomputer that is your body, when you're working in alignment with it, actually a lot of it's miraculous how quickly your body can heal itself, which is all that it wants to do. So I'm going to just bring in a frequency to help you step into right relationship with your body. So that you can be in greater being, you can actually command more physical presence of your being inside of your human being, okay? So Tare tare soha. Om tu tare tare soha. Om tu tare tare soha. Okay, so many of you are actually lighting up this beautiful green frequency that's of the earth, but it's like coming from the heart chakra of the earth, and it's actually connecting with your own heart chakra. This is like very unexpected but cool. Lighting up your solar plexus. I'm just going to pull out the distortion of self-loathing of your being. This is this is just one layer that we're going to get to, just so that you can actually really deepen in anchoring in your connection to the earth, okay? Because this is really fundamental. It's so important for you to be in your physical body so that you can anchor, so that you can actually feel strength in your body and in your being, because there's nothing more important than this. There's nothing more important and fundamental to your ability to perform anything, to create anything, to render in this reality, okay? So we're going to pull this out. reprogramming in all layers and levels. Great. Okay, so now we're going to do an exercise here to assist you in getting into the strength, the unshakable strength, the kind of strength where there's an earthquake and you won't be toppled. There's a gigantic tsunami coming and you are unfazed and you hold your center. You hold your grounding. There's a cyclone and nothing uproots you. This is the kind of strength that we are going to train into here, okay? This is an entrainment. This is pretty actually advanced stuff here, so this may take a few listens to really get. But everything here is a template for you to work up to, okay? So, bringing in a frequency, we are going to be planting a frequency into your freshly cleared root chakras, okay? And I'm going to just bring in this frequency and also the frequency of love and support. Lighting up your root chakra and your perineum. And it's like we're planting the seed of a great ancient tree. And instantly, this tree begins to sprout in your root chakra. And it begins to take form. And each of you actually has a different tree. Some of you have a banyan tree, others an oak tree, others a sequoia. Whatever tree comes to your mind is the tree for you. This is divine medicine from the earth. Visualizing this tree rapidly growing its root system deep underneath you through the grounding of your anchor line, of this massive cable that's taking up a massive amount of space underneath you and supporting you. Okay? It's interweaving and growing so deep. Its root system so wide. And its root system is also anchoring deep into the core of the earth. You're going to feel, there's a subgroup of you, many of you who are air rising signs, or maybe a large preponderance of air planets in your charts. This is like a very unusual frequency to be feeling. This is what it feels like to be grounded and anchored deeply. Deepening into the lower register of this earth magic, this primordial magic, the cleanest and purest magic, this frequency of the earth, cleaning and clearing our physical body, recalibrating ourselves and returning our DNA, our cellular memory, to its originally divinely intended template. And your cells are coming into remembrance of this frequency. Coming into remembrance and healing, purging toxins, trauma, aberrations, energetic and physical. They're actually now singing each individual has their own tone, but I can hear them singing. Visualizing your anchor, this grand cable underneath you, widening it, okay? Widening it to the width of whatever building you might be in. And if you're not in a building at the moment, visualizing it to be as wide as maybe half a city block. Okay? We're even gonna just continue to ground even more deeply and widening, strengthening in this earth connection. Okay. I am fully here. Commanding all of your presence and being to be held fully and completely in this point in time and space, fully grounded, fully supported, fully anchored, and so deep in your conviction of your strength here that you are unshakable. Not even a cyclone can tear you from where you are right now. Not even an earthquake can topple you. Even if the earth's mantle crumbles around you, you remain. Even a tsunami can come crashing down on you, and still you will stay and remain supported fully and completely in the conviction of your own strength, the full strength of your being. if it is in alignment with the will of your highest self, let this healing be sealed and integrated gently in divine time and maximum ease with your physical body, with the guidance of your highest self and the aid of your personal guides and guardians. We hope you feel this grounding and this full support of your being, as this is always yours. Closing with gratitude to your highest self, to the pure source intelligence, and all others who assisted us in this healing chamber today. Please feel free to remain here for however long it feels delightful and good for you. If this healing was helpful, you can find more information on individual and group healing with Veronica at www.celestialmechanics.co, or explore a deeper path of healing and illumination through the sphere at www.enterthesphere.org.